we're gonna start it out. Warehouse spawn for damaged networks, a great starting location for some early expansion. And down in shipping, once again, we have... Whoa. Breakfast Club, but look at this. Shipping chair is empty. Where is Saya? Over here. Logistics building the first RT, going for a 2-1-1 open. +1 in parentheses because the commander is building an RT.
Now that's interesting to play, but I feel like that's really risky. If the aliens came down hard on the observation side, all of a sudden you'd have no one in position to try and prevent a base rush. Side could come back, but the IP would be open, and they'd recognize the chair was empty, and then know that the commander's over there.
Look at what happened with that mezzanine open too. On the flip side, the aliens went for the power snag, mezzanine, server room, platform RT, all grabbed up. Now that's a very
they might even take ore because they assisted ore. So we have 3 harvesters building. You'd never really see this many harvesters building at the same time. It's usually 1, then 2 if you're going to be risky, but they went 3, knowing that the only routes through are platform, which is hard to get to, and mezzanine, which is really difficult to push up those stairs, especially with gorge hydras there.
The interesting thing here is that DN is playing completely around this opening strat right here. We have 3 skulks in mezzanine. I think there was a gorge, but he re-skulked up here. So they're going to be more than happy to sit back and let their money soar into the big digits right here. They might try to clear out ore processing at some point. But other than that, I think they're just going to be willing to sit on 4 extractors, drop the hive whenever they want, get whatever they would need to have going. And this is going to be a very interesting game to see come play out.
Oh man, Durden emptying out on a Hydra and then falling back to reload and immediately gets swarmed by 3 skulks at the exact same time. It's kind of rough to see.
And looking at mezzanine now is basically secure. We saw all the skulks left out, so now we're probably going to see some more fights going on in the game right now. Probably going to see aliens slipping through, hitting RTs, and doing more of what aliens need to do to keep the Marines kind of on their back foot. Because right now we got 3 kind of in this north tunnels area, 1 in ore, 2 in north. Maybe going to see some hits on platform extractor if they can make it through, but at some point here, these Marines have to get through. 4 extractors is very bad for your Marine team to go against, because we're going to have fades in 5 minutes. Something like that.
Nice clear there, north tunnels. Aliens still holding everything. I mean, the only thing they've lost here is a couple of assists. So Marines on the flip side not really being able to push out. It's kind of like the opposite of the last game. They're not really able to put on any pressure. That's measurable. I mean, a Hydra and a couple of assists have gone down, but also not being able to cap too much. Elevator's still not up, or in contention. But I mean, you're not really gonna take that as Marine unless you're putting on some crazy pressure. Phase tech complete. Probably going to see, I'm assuming, a hub phase gate at this point because you're not going to be able to get mezzanine. And ore is really risky because it's going to be right next to the hive. Oh, Darrier doing some work, clearing 3 skulks over in repair room by himself.
I'm kind of looking at what this alien team is planning to do. They might go for hive or they might go for more RTs. It's still anybody's guess as what the real plan is. It looks like we have a 2-man pressure group turning into 3 inside of Mez. Gonna see an alien response coming in soon. They do have to keep this mezzanine wall up, but we don't have enough life forms here yet. We have 1 lurk already growing, and it might be a 2nd lurk. Oh no, that's just golden. Corsi the lurk gonna be coming out, gonna try to clear out this mezzanine 3-man pressure here. Blue initiating the dive, getting onto Durden. Durden losing his armor, getting picked off by one of the aliens. 3 aliens versus 1 Marine, and it gets cleaned up very successfully, only losing a Crag and 3 Hydras, while the Harvester is just left to chug away at some money. Look at that over there in ore processing right now. We have another important hit coming on here. A phase gate is already starting to be built. The power is at 99%. Siknik, however, getting picked off, being out of position, and a phase gate will go down. Almost entirely built. Looks like they're just barely going to get that recycle off for 1 res. So another big win for the alien side right there, who is starting to walk away with this game, especially with so many extractors, just kind of waiting on that hive drop. All the aliens are probably another 4.5 minutes out from getting fade, depending on deaths and RT count, but it's going to be scary with Fan. The Marines need a little bit more tech. No armor yet. No arms lab. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with that being a risky placement there, or if you don't have any sort of backup gate, they're definitely going to lose it because it's just too close to the alien start. There's no mines, so they're going to have to rely solely on being able to outshoot if they get cleared at all. And I mean, that's just a big chance to take there, especially with the aliens knowing that might be possible. I mean, it's not uncommon to have a phase gate over an ore.
And if we just missed that fight in elevator transfer, we had another 3-man group just get cleaned up by Corsi the Lurk and 2 assistant skulks, Blue and somebody else who I'm not sure anymore. And instead, we're going to go for a repair room phase gate. Definitely something they need, but they also have to start thinking about this arms lab. They're going to need that armor 1 very soon. Look at all these life forms pouring into repair room here. It's a 5v1 fight. Party Skulk.
And then another phase gate probably going to go down. Oh, it might get saved here. Getting picked off some good kills later by Breast Pound. Darrier trying to come from behind. There's 2 lurks there. Phase gate still... Oh, it's got recycle. Okay. So he managed to get some resources back from that. But, I mean, there was a small chance I thought that maybe they were going to be able to save that gate.
The Marines on a big back foot disadvantage. Only down to 3 harvesters are down. The arms lab is just now getting completed. So the fades are another... 60 seconds out, about.
Yeah, Armor 1 started, which is going to help with the fades. Should be done about the time that they get to them. But I don't know if that's really going to be enough. I mean, another phase gate probably trying to go up here in Hub, which, I mean, if they had one here the first time, they would have had somewhere safe to push off this entire time, but...
This is going to be the fight of it. This is a 4-man Marine presence here in Hub. We have 3 Skulks, 2 Lurks. Everything's going to be hitting the fan here. Golden being forced to retreat. Now it's just Skulks and 1 Lurk. DeRere trying to land all of his shots. He manages to get some big ones. Party Skulk getting in with the good supports right now. Corsi being forced out at 42%. It looks like this win is going to go in the Marines' favor, allowing them to get that little bit of presence here. However, boom, Blue, the Skulk coming in, picking off his teammate DeRere, getting the clean up on Blue. Breasttown coming in from elevator transfer.
Here comes
another wave.
We got
coming in.
Jonah Crab with Kataji moving in. This is gonna be the big clear. I mean, gotta finish the phase gate. It's at 75%. Someone needs to be building it in case they get cleared here. Everyone pulled off to shoot. Darrier needs to get back and build that. Only 2 Marines left now, and there might be another spawn wave incoming here pretty shortly.
If you can try to get one of these lurks or high life forms out of this, just keep those meds dropping. You need to
Golden's
get the gate up.
Really
Golden,
low.
He's about to
and there he goes down.
Gets picked out. Corsi being forced away at 20%. Now we have no life forms here. It looks like the Marines have just fought this fight and won the battle. The phase gate will go up, and the power's at 88%. So now we're going to have a forward phase gate, something that they needed, especially getting a lurk out of that. A nice little win for the Marines to try to get their presence back on the field. Armor 1 finished and Weapons 1 started.
So the Hive is now finished. Blink is on the way. We also have a Shift Hive going, which is pretty standard. We already have Boom as a fade, and we're going to have another couple of fades here behind following shortly. And the Marines finally got that phase gate that they needed. Weapons 1 started, but they're only on Armor 1. These shotguns are the only thing that's going to be fending off the fades right here. Boom. Going to be a little difficult for him to push there by himself. I mean, there is a Crag, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. The phase gate being hit from behind by Blue, and Darrier's going to have to pull back. Jonah Crab going to try and run some interference.
And the fade taking the dive, picking off Sicknick, who I believe was one of the shotguns right there.
Marines taking down ore processing. It looks like they're moving in. They're trying to take down Sis. They want to get another phase gate here. The power being finished. It's surprising they actually finished the power, which will be kind of a big deal because if the aliens decide that they can clear, or aliens are able to clear them out, then they can take that power down and be significantly longer before they can get a phase gate back up there in the future.
It must be that they're looking to put a phase gate here, but the Marines are starting to run out of money. Jonah Crab over there in elevator transfer, taking out that extractor, and Blue over here in logistics, just finishing it off. The Marines push down to 1 extractor. This is not the situation you want to be in ever, as that Marine comm 1 res every 6 seconds is so slow. Of course, he's almost getting picked here.
Oh, even closer! Oh my gosh!
8%,
so close!
Just barely squeaking out of that fight. However, with that 1 extractor right now, we have the phase gate left wide open. DeRere and Breasttown coming back to try to get the save. Breasttown seeing his friend go down. He's trying to clear these fades. Rentology dancing around, getting pushed down to 34%, forcing a retreat. A nice little win for the Marine team again.
So the phase gate gets saved. The Marines are back up on 2 extractors. But we're gonna need more than that. They're gonna need at least 3 or 4 to push any sort of advantage into this game. Aliens assisting and taking down logistics. Gonna be a while before that clears out. Darrier's gonna be stuck here, just waiting for that to clear. Oh, might just opt to go clear more assists and move forward, which is a smart plan. I mean, so you can't clear it exactly right now. Party Skill now building elevator. They're going to be back up at 3, but the aliens are on 6 harvesters. The phase gate not fully repaired, down at 65%. Got 2 fades here, trying to clear through. Sicknick and Breastdown both going down, and now we have 3
what
fades.
What a clear right there. They didn't even get to see what was going on in the room.
It's going to be up to Derriere to try and pull them off of the phase gate. Oh, big hit on Jonah Crab, and they just barely saved the phase gate. Impressive being able to push them away like that.
They did snag a lurk out of that fight, but with 6 harvesters, it doesn't really matter how many high life forms they kill right now. Every minute, the alien side gets 60 T-res. It's going to be a massive boon to just keep replacing whatever goes down and do whatever they want as long as this money is up. We see 3 fades over here in Hub again, diving on these Marines who are valiantly trying to save this phase gate, but it's just not happening out. Jonah Crab, Boom, and Rentology swarming all over Breasttown right here. The phase gate is nearly down. It's at 20%, and this might be the final throws of the game right here. Let's see if B Club wants to keep going. Do they have the pressure and momentum to keep it up? They're losing elevator transfer. Ooh, it's just
and there's
there.
The GG. They know that they can't claw their way back into this.
So, you know, what really helps out this alien side was the warehouse spawn. It's so powerful when you go for the fast expand on the RTs right there. You get your gorge over there, kind of set it up, and just wait it out. Even the opening that Saya did there with building the RT, it might work out, say if it wasn't a warehouse versus mezzanine area there. Because, you know, what they do is they slow down their aggression, they try to set up their RTs, but when the aliens just want to power up their money makers, it's not an even trade to quickly build up that logistics extractor.
Yeah, the XRT building by the comp can work, but the problem with that is if you're going to be aggressive, that means you're not going to have that second IP probably for the first push. You're going to be delayed on if you want to do any sort of mines, so you really leave yourself open because of the fact that you have no comm in the chair. So like if they did get cleared down Ob's side, like I said earlier, then what that would have done is they would have saw no commander in the chair. They would have known that likely the commander had just gone the other direction, set up in a position to be able to ambush, and no one would be able to come back, and it would have been just you know, 3 skulks or whatever on the IP. So really dangerous to be able to do that, but you know, I feel like it can work, but I'm not sure how heavy the payoff really is there to be able to push another player forward.
All right.